Hey everybody, it's Alex Big Blue. Today I noticed that I finally reached 100 subscribers. Um, so I'm going to have a contest. So what we're going to do is, first of all, I'm going to get through the basic things that you need to do. You need to be 18 or older. You need to live in the United States to win the prize. Otherwise, if you want to enter anyways, and then prize tag somebody, you can do that as well. That's fine, of course. But other than those things, you also need to be subscribed to me, which I think pretty much everybody respect that anyways. But anyways, now for the other rules. Basically, I just want you guys to shout out 5 other YouTubers, and then show 5 of your favorite characters, a book of them if you have it, or, it could be something else too, but I'm going to do books. It doesn't have to be your absolute 5 favorite characters, but if you know who they are, then that's great. You could do that, of course. Otherwise, if there's some ties or something like that, you can just show 5 of your favorite ones. Just the 5 that you know for sure would be among them, at the top or tied with them or whatever. But anyways, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show mine. So first off, I've got Venom. He's my overall favorite character. Ever since I saw him on the Spider-Man animated series in the early 90s, I don't know, his look and the way he talked on that show and kind of just everything about him was, unbelievably interesting to me at that time. So, ever since then, I started picking up his books in the late 90s and especially the early 2000s when I started actually buying more books. So, yeah, he's my favorite character. And of course, I love this cover too, by the way. So yeah, Venom is definitely one of them. And then, one of my other favorite characters, to get the glare out of here, is Captain America. I've kind of always liked him a lot, but in the Avengers in general. But as time went on, I even liked him even more. So he's definitely one of my favorite heroes now, for sure. I just like that he sticks to what he believes in. Tries to always do what's right, great leader, just a great character. And then we got Spider-Man. Once again, from the early 90s, I was watching that Spider-Man the animated series, so of course, naturally, one of my favorite characters. He's probably just got one of the coolest looks and power sets, and the fact that, he's just like any one of us, the way he has problems all the time in the comics and the show, and he tries to balance that with being a superhero. That's always struck me as very interesting. So yeah, definitely he's one of them as well. And then one of my newer favorite characters, Moon Knight. I really like his books. I like reading them, particularly. But also, of course, they have amazing covers, just like this one that I recently picked up. He's just a really interesting character that if you guys, I know a lot of you guys know who it is, but if you've never read him, I would suggest maybe picking up a copy and just checking it out. I definitely think he's one of those ones that's still a little bit underrated. I know a lot of people knows about him, but I think he's definitely one of the cooler characters out there. And then for my other one, my DC representative, I guess, Batman. I also watched his show once I was a kid, then too, of course. And I think I got some comics of him when I was really young as well. But ever since then, I've always been a huge fan of Batman. He's just, I don't know, just the look, the whole thing that he's a detective. I think the fact that he's just a man, even though he does crazy things, he technically is just really smart. And he devotes himself to, if he has to take a beating, he does, and then he figures out a way to win. Just a great character, of course. Okay, so now for the prizes. So I knew I was going to be getting close to 100 soon. So when I was at my LCS, I picked up some prizes. So what I did was I got 3 grab bags. 3 10 comic grab bags, to be more specific. I always like getting grab bags myself, and it's become a part of my gimmick in some of my earlier videos. And I still get them from time to time and enjoy them a lot. It's just kind of like open up a card pack for me, like Yu-Gi-Oh cards or whatever else I would have collected in the past and played or whatever. But I always like opening up something, not knowing what I was going to be in it. But yeah, anyways, so this is the first one. The first one has Night Stalkers on the outside. You can see 2 books per grab bag on the outside. And it has the end of the Outsiders, 24. So Outsiders and Night Stalkers, once again, number 8, I should say. And by the way I'm going to do this is I'll just have 3. I'll show whenever I actually do the giveaway. I will have each one of these, and then I'll just either draw the name out or however I do it for each one. And there'll be 3 different winners because I wanted to make sure I gave out surprises, spread the wealth or the wealth, spread the prizes around. So I was trying to say, I don't know what that was all about, but it made me laugh. Anyways, X Factor. So this one's got X Factor 104 and Starman 19. And so there's 8 mystery ones, of course, in each one. So that'll be pretty interesting to see what they wind up being. And then finally, for the third one, we have X-Men 68 and well, if I can get this to hold still, Captain Britain. Let me move it back. Captain Britain and MI13 number 14 has Dracula on it. That's a cool cover. I really liked it a lot. So yeah, I tried to get 3 of them that all looked really cool. So yeah, and then for my shout outs, I'm gonna shout out the Comic Collector, Comic Food 2814. Both of those guys have a cool live chat they do where they review DC books. I think it's 3 a week, and they do other stuff too. And it's usually a riot if you're in the live chat. I was in one recently. And we was all just goofing off and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely check it out. 2 great channels. Check them out. Also, a new channel, Flutterby 989. She's one of my friends in real life. She just started a channel, so check that out. And Gold Gauntlet Comics. He's one of the ones I've subscribed to recently. He seems really cool. Definitely check him out and give him a sub. Also, oh yeah, and then also Life with 2 YouTubers. They, I think they still have a contest going on too. If I remember right, I think it's still going on. I entered it, but I think it's still going on. But either way, check to see. But they have a great channel. It's really funny. Check them out as well. Oh yeah, and then finally, so my contest will end November 15th at midnight Eastern time, I should say. So yeah, these 3 grab bags will be won by 3 different people. So yeah, if you want to enter, go ahead and do so. You guys have a good one.